through this product. We saw the use can be across the country, every nook and corner. So tell us about that, the business model and revenue.
Yeah, up till now what we have done is initially it was the high net worth individuals who actually sponsored us, and they said just go and fit it wherever you want to fit it, and that's how we started, and the word of mouth started happening. Then the corporate CSRs came in, and they started buying it and fitting it in various villages, where again the word of mouth started playing a role. The foundations have this thing, and because of all this the government got into the act, and though they have not taken it directly, but they have started studying the impact on the ground and what exactly is happening. And I'm very confident that in the next month or two governments will start taking, because all the results which has happened, all the testimonials which we have got, and all the lab results which are there, field results which are there, they are all extremely positive. They are showing direct impact on the health of the people in various villages.
Easy to use the technology, I think, was one of the key highlights of your product. Anjan, at this point, let's also get some questions from the audience members.
My name is Ankita, and my question to you all is, when we are juggling on with the issue of poverty and education in our country, how are you going to create awareness amongst all the villagers for the implementation of the same?
Water is very basic. Without water you cannot live, and it is more than creating awareness. It is the moment they see it and they start experiencing safe, clean water for drinking. It's a life-changing thing. Even before education or anything, you have to live. So it is happening by word of mouth. It's happening, and the government, like I said, is coming in a big way. So it will happen. I mean, it's like air, it's like water. I mean, if you say, you can do away with clean air, I mean, that's not on. I mean,
absolutely.
The same way.
For the basic necessity, Anjan, what are your plans to diversify it? I mean, we're looking at the model which works with hand pumps, but we all need clean drinking water, and we know it's an established industry. There are expensive products in the market. Yours seem very compact. So how can you possibly diversify into other areas to make clean water accessible to everyone?
In fact, I will take this opportunity to counter what our mentor told me about. What he's saying is, I need to put an app into the product or whatever. My counter to that is, this is meant for absolutely the underprivileged in underserved areas where they can really afford none of it. There is no electricity, there is no nothing. So they and there is no behavioral change in this which is required. So this is my first product, which is for the underprivileged and like I said, in remote areas, and I intend to keep it like this, keep it very basic, so that they at least get safe water. My next product will be for the pipeline version, for the people who are they can afford it. So in those things I will, whatever he has said, I will actually incorporate. This is more, you can say, for brand building, that this is something which is very, very close to my heart, and that's why I've chosen this as the first product, where it can really have an impact on the people who really need it. The other pipe water people already have solutions. They cannot get into the space I'm already in this and built my brand.
Yes,
I can.
It's admirable, Anjan.
They can afford it. So in those things I will, whatever he has said, I will actually incorporate. This is more, you can say, for brand building, that this is something which is very, very close to my heart, and that's why I've chosen this as the first product, where it can really have an impact on the people who really need it. The other pipe water people already have solutions. I may be far cheaper or whatever, but they cannot get into the space I'm already in this and built my brand.
Yes,
I can.
It's admirable, Anjan, the spirit, the vision with which you present your product. Time to move.
So it leads to a lot of waterborne diseases. We are discussing that thing quite a lot today. So what Teraltech is doing is they are treating the waste that is coming out. So but what we are trying to do is we are trying to stop the dirty water going into water table. So conventional toilets, they generally come with a leach pit or soft pit kind of solutions. So the waste that is generated, that is straight away getting percolated, that is polluting water table, and eventually that is pumped out and used by the communities. And there are lots of numbers and statistics to look into. The situation is very grim beyond that.
Tell us, Aditya, also about the sort of ecosystem of waste management that you have created. It's not just a smart public toilet. We just saw there's also renewable energy. You're also taking care of not wasting water. So tell us about how did the idea come in that everything in that ecosystem has to be recyclable, including the energy?
So if you go to the name Sukriti, Sustainable Creations, and if you focus on the logo, Sustainable Creations for you.
Right.
So something that we wanted to do, everything has to be sustainable in itself. The energy needs has to be fulfilled right then and there. The water requirements have to be fulfilled there. And on top of it, the solution has to be automatically maintaining itself. It should be a closed loop system. The entire set of information should be flowing right from the user to the authority that are managing, and it will be conversely flowing from there to the toilet facility itself.
Great. Let's get a perspective from our mentor as well. If you can have Niveda on the mentor. That's a glimpse of the steps that are being taken to deal with the challenges faced by truly a transformative story of Theraltech Solutions. A round of applause if you can have for Anjan Mukherjee, founder, is with us.